Have you ever felt like manifesting your dreams is so much more complicated than it has to be? You've tried vision boards, affirmations, scripting. You imagine a future, you repeat mantras, you chase that high vibe state, yet the results still don't show up. What if I told you the real secret to quantum manifestation isn't in doing more? It's in being more aligned with the reality you want. You're already living inside the quantum field, a vast, energetic space of limitless possibilities. And here's the truth, it doesn't respond to your effort. It doesn't respond to your wishing or your struggling. It responds to one thing, your alignment. Think of each desire you hold, money, love, health, as a version of reality already existing in the field. Right now, somewhere out there, is a version of you who already has it. But that reality doesn't collapse into physical form until it meets a coherent observer, someone who's vibrationally aligned, someone whose thoughts, emotions, and identity match that reality. So here's the first shift. Shift from trying hard to becoming. You're not pulling the future in through force. You're stepping into it through vibrational alignment. You don't manifest what you want, you become what you want. When your internal state, your identity, your energy, matches the reality you wish for, that timeline collapses in. It doesn't wait for the physical changes. You change first. The field follows. The misconception holding you back. Most manifestation methods fall short because they skip alignment. You're taught to visualize outcomes while still feeling stress, doubt, or lack. Incoherence in your system. You say the words, even imagine vividly, and yet your energy stays disconnected. The field responds to your energy, not your imagery. And when there's a mismatch, nothing sticks. The simple, powerful practice. Alignment isn't hard, but it's not magic either. Try this. Choose one desire. Maybe it's a calm morning routine or a loving relationship. Tune your internal frequency to match the energy of already having it. How would you feel? Freed, secure, joyful? Let it move through your body. Let it settle in your chest. Act consistently from that state, even in small ways. Speak with confidence. Greet the day with calm. Choose from peace, not stress. When you match your identity to that future version of you, the field responds. That's quantum manifestation. Why this works? The quantum field is full of possibilities. Abundance and lack, love and rejection, peace and chaos, all exist in parallel, but your signal decides which one becomes your reality. Scanner pointed at fear, reality shows fear. Scanner pointed at peace, reality shows peace. Your job, fine-tune the scanner. A quick mini exercise. Take a 60-second break now. Close your eyes. Imagine one moment of your future reality. Feel the emotion, the feeling of I've arrived. Let it anchor into your body. This mini alignment sprint sends a coherent signal, and your reality begins to restructure itself around it. This is what stops most people. They chase external proof. They need the bank deposit before they feel abundance. They wait for the relationship before feeling deserving. That's old energy. That's backward. Quantum manifestation reverses the flow. Feel first, become first, then watch the proof follow. You're not just dreaming about the future. You're tuning into a version of yourself that already exists. And when you dial in your frequency, thoughts, feelings, actions, the universe responds. So stop chasing, start aligning, become the coherent observer who already lives inside that dream. Last summer, I was looking for an apartment. I already knew about the law, so I applied the principles of the law to manifest my apartment. I scripted and meditated on my thoughts every day. I visualized from time to time, me sitting in my ideal apartment. I didn't really have a specific apartment in my mind, but I did know where I wanted to live, the price. I wanted a more modern apartment, etc. In the beginning, it was truly hard for me to find an apartment. I wanted an apartment with a roommate because I needed to live in the city. And as you may already know, housing prices in the city are ridiculously high for what you get. I didn't want to spend $1,500 on a small apartment where the toilet is placed in the kitchen. I contacted a lot of private sellers and real estate agents, but it was just a miserable journey. Most of the apartments were extremely ugly. I sometimes got rejected. The ones I wanted were already taken because they were quite popular, etc. It was just horrible. Until one day I decided to just let it go. I decided to not put any effort into it anymore and let God do the work for me. I went into different Facebook groups and posted a message that I was looking for an apartment. I wanted people to contact me and sell me their apartments instead of me doing all the work. The same day, I got contacted by this girl. She said she was looking for a roommate. She had already been living there for a year and her old roommate was leaving. She sent me pictures of the apartment and it looked really nice. I decided to visit the apartment and it looked even better in real life. She was also a really nice girl of my age. I just immediately fell in love with it and decided it was mine. Keep in my mind, I did not know this girl at all, and I have never met her before. God bless I was the one who could take it. After weeks of searching, I finally got an apartment. This kind of blew my mind. I put so much effort into getting an apartment, and it didn't work. And as soon as I just stopped doing all the work, I got one. Letting God do all the work and letting things naturally unfold is definitely key here. In the beginning, we didn't really talk because I just moved in and I had to work, study, and I had a lot of stress and depression. So I just didn't want to be social. Keep in mind that I didn't know anything about her. Also, I'm not a social media person at all. I only use Facebook to sell stuff, or in this case, to look for apartments. But besides that, I don't use Facebook at all. I did check her Facebook to see what she looked like, to make sure she is legit. But besides that, I didn't know anything about her. After I met her, she seemed normal and she was very nice. So I wasn't that interested to look her up. She also didn't know anything about me besides what I look like, because I don't have anything else to share on my profile. Fast forward. When the girl and I started getting to know each other more over the months, some things just seemed too good to be true. I knew why God did this. I knew this was more than just the law, than just my manifestation. Some things were just too crazy to be considered a coincidence. Way before she even contacted me to visit the apartment, I already bought some tableware and small furniture to take with me once I have an apartment. She has the exact same tableware and small furniture as me, bought from the exact same place. We both come from country A and live in country B. When I was way younger, I moved from country A to country B. She is also from country A. We both have a best friend with the same age and same name. We are both from the same ethnicity, A, but both of our previous roommates were also from the same ethnicity, B. Not the same one as us, but as each other. This is crazy because before I moved into her apartment, I lived in another apartment with a roommate of ethnicity B, and so did she. We share the exact same birthday. This one just blew my mind. Keep in mind that I did not know any of this until I moved in with her and we started talking with each other over the few months. And there were some other similarities that weren't really a big deal in my eyes, since it does happen a lot. We have similar childhood stories, we have the same music tastes, we have the same income, we both had to redo the same year in university. These similarities were just too crazy for me to believe that this was just a manifestation. She just thinks it's a funny coincidence. Coincidences just don't exist for me anymore. Let's take a breath together. Because this isn't just about manifestation. This is about remembering who you truly are. You were never meant to chase, to beg, to force. You were meant to create, to live from the inside out. Neville Goddard said, "Persist in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and it will materialize in your physical world." Not hope, not want. Feel. Feel it so deeply, so vividly, so repeatedly that your body, your mind, your entire electromagnetic field can no longer tell the difference between the seen and the unseen. Because the moment you fully embody the reality you desire, it begins to harden into fact. And yes, doubt may whisper, your old identity may knock on the door, but every time you choose again, you dissolve the illusion. This is the sacred loop. Feel, embody, receive, trust, and feel again. Over and over until the miraculous becomes mundane. That dream you have, it's not a fantasy. It's a memory from your future self, calling you back into alignment. So now it's your turn. Close your eyes. Feel the wish fulfilled. Anchor into the version of you who already has it. Then open your eyes and walk as if it is done. Because in the quantum realm, it already is.